but I remember the hair and makeup ladies who worked at Live going, oh, okay, do you need some help? You need some help? And you're like, nope, I got it. I got it. Hey guys, welcome to the official YouTube page for Calm Down with Erin and Charissa. This is where you can watch all of our ridiculous conversations and fun interviews.
We have full shows. We've got pre-games, anything and everything that you guys could want. But first, you're going to have to subscribe. Just hit subscribe right there and you're good to go.
And now you can calm down with us.
Yep. Can you tell that we're reading this off a script? We hope so. All right. We need to calm down and wrap this bad boy up. Press subscribe. Thanks for listening.
Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
Welcome, everybody, to the Calm Down podcast.
I just got so excited. While you were introing us, I was just looking at a little NFL website to just get updated for the day.
Yeah?
It's just coming. As much as I get panicked and anxiety that our summer is over, I love seeing the boys back. Preston Smith says he's aging like a fine wine. I'm into it. I love it. Ad packages for Christmas NFL games on Netflix will cost more than $5 million. Whoa. Life is good for the league.
Life is good. Protect the shield at all cost. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you that listen to the pregame, thank you. And we have a lot of carryover topics because we got a lot to discuss on today's podcast. I will address the talk.
The State of the Union.
And I got to say, I appreciate you guys.
The country.
I will. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Americans. No, I will address the chat I had with Steve, which was very anticlimactic, but I will elaborate on that in moments. Also, Erin dropped the bomb on me that she got fancy something done to her neck, which makes it look even better than... Okay. Erin did something to her neck and it made it look good. And I'm so jealous because I am very delayed on any sort of procedures because my gal is off doing God knows what. You really get dependent on the people that help you. And I swear, I will only go to her and now she's not available for too long. And I'm like, we got one eyebrow here, one eyebrow here. Things are loose, things are hanging. And it's like, I'll do anything.
Oh, yeah. I'll come to your house.
That's where I normally go. And then that's why I can't go there. There's construction. I'm like, we'll take it to the street. Take it to my house. Where can we do this?
Do it behind an alley.
In an alley. Exactly. God. Okay.
In an alley. That's what I meant. Yep.
Yeah. Anywhere. What else we got that we got to talk about, sister, today? We got a lot of things.
Supporting small businesses. But let's start our conversation with everything that happened with Steve. Go.
Oh. Okay. We'll jump right into it. We also have a lot of great headlines.
I love these headlines.
So many. In fact, one of the headlines I sent to the text chain, the Calm Down text chain early in the week, and I was ready to dive in. Okay, folks. I know you guys have just all been waiting all week to get an update on this, but
I haven't talked to you.
Here's how it went. So fill you guys in case those of you missed it. I was feeling guilty that I've taken marriage off the table with Steve because maybe he wants to get married. He just doesn't want to say it because as you know, my whole trauma of marriage, I don't want to do it again. So I had built this thing up in my mind. That's for sure why he's acting weird. He's a little standoffish. It must be because he wants to get married and I don't. So as soon as the podcast was over last week, I walked on over. He got in a little bit later and I walked right up to him and I said, do you want to get married and you're just not saying anything? And he goes, what? And I go, I feel like you're acting weird. And there's been a few days of, certain behavior that's not like you. And I just feel like maybe it's because you want to get married. And you had said something to me along the lines of, I only get to call you my girlfriend. I never get to call you my wife. So I took that as maybe you've got some animosity brewing as Erin drinks her coffee, that you want to get married and you just don't want to say it. So here's your opportunity. Do you want to get married? He goes, no. I go, well, great. Then that solves that discussion. And he goes, well, I don't know why you'd think that. I said, well, I don't know. I just, I was picking up on things. And he goes, no, you made it clear you don't want to get married. So I'm good with that. He was like, I don't necessarily love just calling you my girlfriend. It feels like kind of juvenile and not Like it
I could see that.
encompasses like how strong we are. He's like, I said, well, you can call me your wife if you want to. We're just not going to get married. And he was like, no, I know. And I'm good with that. That's something you've been very forthright and upfront about from the beginning of our relationship. So I'm fine with that. But I was like, all right, so we need to come up with a new word. I'm not just
Partner?
a girlfriend. I hate partner. It feels like my business partner or like something that's like transactional. So let's take it to the streets.
To the streets.
You guys, what could Steve and I call? Like we have nicknames already for each other. Like when we're on the ranch, it's Tommy and Linda. Or when I'm acting up and had too much wine, he calls me Londa. You know, Londa gets sloppy. He goes, oh, here's Londa again on the softs. So like nicknames are one thing, but like what's something that holds more weight than just girlfriend or boyfriend? So I would love your guys' input.
But I call you guys like, I do. I say, you know, your husband or your wife or whatever. I'm not sure, but that's an interesting thing.
Yeah. So that's what's happening. But it induced some dialogue about, because I get this from my father, who as a family, he would always have family like chats and sort of like discussions on things because everyone was going different directions, and it was really important for him to have family meetings. We didn't have it like every week or anything, but we definitely had it regularly. Where as a kid, I remember this, where my dad would sit us all in the living room and he'd go over things like, all right, you guys need to do a better job of this, or you're doing a great job at this, or this is what your mom needs help with. This is what I need help with, and sort of recalibrate the household. So on the heels of my weird feeling about Steve, I was like, why don't we do something called the State of the Union for our relationship? But we'll do it twice a year. And we make a list of all the things that you don't like about me. Now, I'm sure there's not a lot, right? I'm sure there's just like a few things that he's not thrilled about that I do. So if he makes a list of things that I need to work on, and then he makes a list of things he thinks he can do a better job of. But for example, like he volunteered to mulch the front of the yard area, like in all of these things, because you got to do that, right? When lay down the bark and all that stuff, give fresh flower beds. He did half the yard, but then ran out of mulch. Well, he ran out of mulch 3 months ago. So now the other half the yard has been sitting there for 3 months. And every time I ask him about the mulch, he goes, oh, the store's out of it. I go, no, it's not. You just haven't finished it. So my State of the Union point, which I'm going to be bringing up at our meeting next month, is finishing projects you start. So things like that, right? Because I'm sure there's things that I do around the house that he's like, what the fuck? But Steve's so not confrontational that he won't say anything. And one day it's going to blow up like a fountain. And I'm not interested in seeing that. So slowly diffusing things so then everything can be copacetic.
Do you worry, though, that having a State of the Union twice a year is a little too far apart? And each time you have it, because there's been so much time that's passed, there's a lot of critiques, criticism.
This is good. Fine. We're going to do it quarterly. Revision and State of the Union, we're doing it quarterly. Every 3 months. Every 3 months, buddy. Yeah. No, it's a great point. In fact, I'll take it to the
month. Check in.
Well, guess what? Me, you, Steve, and Jared are going to go on a trip very soon together. So guess what? We're going to take this conversation right here straight to the dinner table one night. Should we have a State of the Union every 6 months or every 3 months? What do you and Jared do for resolution? Like, what do you guys do when there's like a Mr. and Mrs.? That's what we were talking about on the pregame, is like when there's a little tension. I love the phrase, Mr. and Mrs. instead of saying we're in a fight. What do you guys do to diffuse things?
I feel like we try to address it as soon as whoever the hothead is, it's me, hi, I'm the hothead, it's me, settles. And then a lot of conversations, because listen, we have a third person living with us now and our nanny. So it's hard to get deep into stuff. So a lot of times it's either at dinner or walk around the block with Howie. But then like our community, we all live so tight. Jared's like, shh, they can hear you. I'm like, no, they can't.
Yeah. That happened to me in the hotel room where I knew that people were. And I was like, lower your voice. People can hear us. Because you know what we don't want to have happen?
Yeah.
Well, they were yelling. They were fighting. No, we're not fighting. We're just like, Steve's a real loud talker. This is why he thinks he needs a podcast. Projects that voice loud and proud. Yeah. Oh, that's good. I guess that's very healthy to do that. I'm not ready to address things right in the moment because I am
agree.
not
Same.
Michelle Obama. I do not go high. I stay low and I start digging. In fact, give me a shovel. I'll go even lower. And then he's like, Jesus, it's too much. Like I will.
Right.
And it's a whole, like my therapist has been like, well, take 10 seconds and count to 10. No, I can't count to 10 and take deep breaths. No, I don't. I'm a hot air balloon and I am going to just implode. It's something I need to work on. But anywho, I do want to say though, and then we can move on from this conversation, is people were really sweet about what they wrote when I was talking about marriage and being honest about not wanting to do that. I got really nice messages being like, don't feel bad about that. Like that's your choice. And I just think it's sweet that there's different ways of looking at things. So thank you guys for whoever wrote me.
Meanwhile, our first Nanny Connie, wrote me and goes, this makes me sad. I want her married. I go, I know, me too. So there's that.
Well, guys, maybe one day I will get married again. Who knows? But it's not going to be.
I can't wait for it.
Legal. It's not going to be legally. It's just going to be a party. That's all I got to offer these folks out there. Okay. You, my dear, have done a little tightening of the neck. You look great.
Well, no, I just went because I, went for my normal little Botox there. Listen, I married somebody that's like, please don't do a lot. I don't want you looking like an alien, unrecognizable. And I appreciate that he doesn't think I need a lot. And I love Dr. Daniel Poor, not an ad, but I'd love it to be. He's great at what he does. He's also a sports fan, so he gets it. I have to have expressions. But I went in because I apparently have an aggressive muscle in the middle of my forehead. And if you don't really just taser that puppy down, I will raise my eyebrows and have like a nice disc bulge right here. So I'm like, hey, I love you. But I was in Barry's boot camp and I was running and I saw the disc. I got a photo shoot. I need that puppy tasered. So he's like, come on in. So I was sitting in the chair when he walked in, probably looking at, Instagram or texting someone. And he goes, hey, I'm going to do a couple things to your neck. And I'm like, gladly. Because here's the thing. Like, I'm older. Like, I think he put filler in my neck.
Fantastic.
Great.
Never in our face because I made the face.
I did it before and I effed up my face really bad. I got it right in my eye and I got a bad bruise. She hit a blood vessel. So
I remember
never
that.
again. So
I
all my
remember
neck. That was great.
Here's a PSA to all you young girls out there. I have made the fatal mistake of doing way too much because, like anything in my life, I defer to the professional that I think I'm under the supervision of, and I don't do any recon. I go, just go ahead and do whatever you want. Well, pretty soon you're looking like a crazy person. So since then, I've been like very conservative when it comes to that stuff and trying to bring it back to where your face can recognize your phone can recognize your face. Back to life. I don't want reality. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to really know what I look like. Like when people are like, oh God, you look so pretty in that. And I was like, that was a filter. Okay. Like I don't need to know exactly what I look like. When these new phones came out and it's like 6D and I was like, for who? Who wants that? Like on TV too. Like it's like, oh my God, you'll be able to see every this and that. I'm like, I don't want to see that. In fact, I want to be poor and get the first ever TV made where it's a little blurry. Okay, that's what I want. A dimly lit room. Love going to Houston's. Lighting is dim. I look
love
amazing.
The crispy chicken sandwich.
Oh my God! For anyone that wants to go on a first date and get a second date, go to Houston's. You'll never look better. Get an artichoke dip.
And their sushi is not bad either.
It isn't. It's not. That macadamia crunch roll is fantastic.
That and a little Sauvignon Blanc colored me happy.
And there's a sofa in here for two of us for sure. But there is a point though, I'm eating too much of the artichoke dip and the woman comes back around. She goes, want more chips? And I'm like, no, it's enough. Not for the chip.
I can crush a Houston's. We lost ours in town and I am so sad about it.
I know. It's so good. It's really
so good.
And then there's the Beverly Grill version. There's the Bandera version. All of them. Crispy sandwich, chicken sandwich. Hey. I give a Michael Jackson on that one. So delicious. Anyways, back to the filler. Young women and men out there listening, just be careful. There is such a thing as too much of a good thing. So
is it tread with caution? Is that what it is?
Proceed with caution.
Sure.
And tread lightly. But go ahead. That's fine. Per se. But I need my neck done. And in fact, I had a surgery scheduled. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. I wanted to get a neck tightening surgery done, and I had it slated for the off season. And unfortunately, not like a facelift, but like I was going to get a little tighten. And I'm still going to get a little tightening situation because I have been told my face eats through Botox and all that really, really fast. I'm going in there every 5 seconds.
Hungry or what?
Yeah, I mean, something's going on, or it's saline that's going in. Anyways, proceed with caution as I tell you I'm about to get a neck surgery. But yeah, maybe I'll try the filler first, but don't do any filler in your face. Anyone.
No. I have convinced myself, okay, I like to sleep on my back and then I push my neck all the way to the side like that. I have convinced myself that, yes, and I'm 46, I get it. I'm aging. I feel like that is part of the downfall
you look fantastic.
of my neck. Like the fact that I'm like that can't help. No. So I'm trying to lay there like this and I'm like, this isn't really like.
I'm going to tell you what it also is. You got a silk pillowcase recently. Good. Kathy Thompson told me about that a long time ago. And I'm not consistent with because you're not sleeping in the same, I'm not sleeping in the same bed every night, but it's like you're not
so
always
rich.
But I'm saying I was saying that in like a trampy way.
Slutty. Yeah.
But I'll tell you what it is. It's this, guys.
Yes, it is.
Looking down at the phone, the neck and the neck. It needs to go up here. And you know what else we all have? Look at your pinky on your right hand where you hold your phone. It's indented. It is. I know.
Oh my God.
It's from holding that phone. If you don't have that little pop sock thing, which I don't like the look of it, but I might need it because look at what we all do. Our necks and our pinkies are suffering from
what's sad too
telephone
is
consumption.
Macaroni. He knows how to swipe on a phone because he watches me. So he grabs my phone. He's like, he does like the mouth breathing. Like E.T. and he always uses his index finger and he's swiping on it. It's like, I've already screwed him up. I'm a bad mom because he sees me working on my phone.
Sure, you've not screwed him up because guess what? No, because there was a milestone that happened with Macaroon this week. Would we like to share for those of you that didn't listen to the pregame?
my man. He's taken like 6-7 steps. Also today, I'd like to report in the pool, my man is crushing swimming. Like going under, we're kicking. We're not really using our arms yet, but we're coming up and we're not crying. We are like, bleh. And we're like, we want to go again. We want to go again. It was great. He was walking in the pool on the step.
He's an athlete. I love that. He is. He has his little Gronk grunt in the videos when he's like, you get mad at that, but why are you getting mad at that? He is a boy. He is like ready. Like he is all boy. Like wearing his little truck jammies. He is ready, ladies and gentlemen, for the world. I'm excited. His first birthday's coming up.
I know. I've told Gronk, I'm like, my kid is a baby Gronk. Like he's just like, ready.
So cute.
Gronk would be like, what does that mean?
Cutie.
He's the best.
What else we got going on? Oh my God, we have so many headlines. Should we jump into them already?
Let's get to our headlines.
Okay, we have some good ones this week, and as I mentioned at the top of the show, I sent this one to the text chain because you guys, what the F? Okay, here we go. Mother of the bride dress sparks heated debate trying to upstage her daughter. If you guys haven't seen this, it is a woman who looks unbelievable. I'll hold it up here.
Beautiful.
In this dress, it's green with flowers, and it has a little I would plunging neckline. I guess that's considered a plunging neckline, and a train on it.
If I had a chest and a neck like that, Mom, I'd be doing a plunging neckline every day.
She looks unbelievable, and I don't have the rest of the article on here, but basically, like people are ticked off about this, and I need to know. Why is anyone mad? Because their whole thing originally when I saw it, I'll just paraphrase, was like, oh, she's upstaging her daughter. This was the mother of the bride, by the way. Not like, sometimes you could, I get where you could be like, oh, the mother of the groom doesn't want to give up her son, so she has to look better than the bride. Like some weird like shit like that. No, this is the mother of the bride. So you're going to tell me, okay, because you having a formal wedding, I've had, one of the weddings, I saw what my mom was going to wear. Like, there's no way that the daughter didn't know her mom was going to wear this dress. Like, you talk about that before.
They probably picked it out together.
Correct. And she looks phenomenal. So why does anyone if the daughter doesn't care, why does anyone else care? This is the thing
Here's
that
the
kills
thing.
me.
This woman would look good in a paper bag. So I think they're annoyed that this woman looks so good. I think she looks freaking gorgeous.
But I think what got me like all riled up and still does, why do people care so much about something that has nothing to do with them? This dress and this woman is like at her daughter's wedding, and her daughter is obviously fine with it. Like, then why does anyone care? Why is the internet in some uproar when this is not controversial? Why? Because she's a pretty woman in a dress?
I feel like because
pretty.
The internet, social media has given people a voice, which in some way is great. But when they're so negative and nasty about, oh, somebody's body looks pregnant, this mom looks like they're trying to outdo the daughter. Go
get a hobby.
Yes.
Do something.
Clean the pool. Something.
Like what? This is what people are taking to the internet to discuss is a dress of the mother of the bride dress that the daughter is not. If the daughter was pissed, well, then fine. Then we can have a conversation. But the daughter obviously isn't. And the mom looks fantastic. And I just don't get it. I don't get why people waste their time on these kinds of things. So I won't give it any more time. I just wanted to say something about the mom. And good for you. Good for you. You know what? She probably works out every freaking day. She probably watches what she eats, and she deserves to be rocking that dress. So that's what I
feel like that after party was a time, huh?
Oh my God. Yeah. And I don't know who this family is, but I want to be invited to the next party.
Yeah, me too. You guys look great. I feel like they look like sports fans. Maybe they'd want us there.
Sure.
Okay.
You're up.
Okay. Insane beauty hack hailed as a must-have for women's hair removal. Beauty influencers are using I saw this hair identifier spray. And then that's like helping guide you to like figure out how to have a clean shave. I've talked about being furry since taking my hair growth pills. I'm intrigued by it. I think it looks interesting, but I also know me. I don't just leave it alone. I freaking go for it. So I feel like I would be obsessive and then start plucking things like on my face. Like it's crazy. But yeah, but I have seen it. It's cool.
I'll try any, I'm a consumer. I'm the person that goes to Sephora and thinks I'm going in there for one thing. And then all of a sudden I'm holding all the items and then they're like, would you like a basket? And I'm like, yes. Why didn't I just grab the basket from the beginning? Because of course I need a basket. I will try anything once, some things twice. So to your point, I am intrigued, but I gotta say, with previous products about like hair removal, and this is just an like showing you where the hair is. Okay, good. I was going to say, don't believe those ones that are like going to remove the hair. It's not. I've done many laser treatments to remove hair. Like you got to get the laser to actually remove it.
You spray this stuff on your face and it basically highlights where all the hair is. So you know to shave there. That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Okay. And again, I'll try the product. I'm not knocking it, but another great way to do this, if you don't want to spend the money on a product, go into that natural light. I'll tell you what I saw today.
I know.
I saw a whopper because there's like this one mirror that I have in here where it's like you can see it. Oof, that'll identify everything. Identify you need a facial or something. Never wear makeup. Speaking of this, never wear makeup on a plane. Skincare expert warns. TikTok derma health influencer, being on an airplane is literally one of the worst things you can do for your skin. Oh, well, then we're fucked. We can't go on an airplane. You should never wear makeup on a plane. It will dry your skin out and your skin will get oily. To compensate for the dryness, the threat of harmful ultraviolet rays is heightened too. UV up there so incredibly high. I get it. Dee the Korean, this is her TikTok speech. I understand that. There's a few things about this because I will give you the version of what not to do, and Erin has the version of what to do because she's very organized. She probably has the 3-ounce face wash in her travel kit. You don't?
I don't.
I'm surprised because I will go in the bathroom and I'll use the hand soap that they have in the airport.
God. Are you looking for cystic acne? Are you screaming, hey?
Well, what am I supposed to do? Am I getting on the plane with the makeup, the full fake makeup?
I do.
Really?
After games, I don't even have time to pee.
Well, I
fully run on full freaking face from 11 a.m. 8:30 a.m. It's bad.
It is bad. So I get that if like you're running to the plane, but if I have time, I'm going in there with the hand wash. I'm scrubbing because I don't. And then
I know.
I'm hydrating because at least I'm just going to say I've also been so shameless. I'll put on a face mask. Shout out to my girlfriend, Megan.
That's great.
Loops mask. It's a shout out to my girlfriend Meg's company. Those things are so hydrating. And I don't care if somebody looks at me and being like, oh my God, who does this person? Do we think this is her house? Which that might be a whole internet uproar. The things that people do on plane when they think like they're alone. I'm not massaging my feet, okay, folks? I'm putting on a hydrating mask. That's what's going on in 3B, okay?
Put your earphones or your AirPods in when you're FaceTiming your people. Nobody else wants to hear your shit. I can't.
Unless you're the weekend.
Right.
Unless you're the weekend, then I want to hear your conversation. But yeah, it's hard because you're either putting on the makeup or, maybe I'll be better. And I try to be better every year as my travel, years increase.
It's hard.
About packing that. I'm going to tell you what I'm obsessed with. You gave it to me in my cutie cute birthday present gift bag. Erin gave me this amazing beach bag because we were going somewhere and I had all of the products that like you need for the beach. You've got the superfood, the glow screen. I love a glow. You know what we should do? Squirrel, me, focus. We should write down all the products that we love. And I'm going to say this not because everyone's clamoring for things we love, but I know that I love, I get in a deep dive of what people have that I follow and they use. And I don't think, they're like, in case you're wondering. And I'm like, yes, I am wondering. Mm-hmm. So I want to write down must-haves because that spritz you gave me from Dr. Daniel.
Oh, there's more where that came from.
Oh my God. I use it at the ranch all the time. Back pocket. Spritz. Hydrate. Rose water. Yeah. So
good.
Next.
Good. Hey, this isn't on our headline sheet, but this was a massive headline over the weekend, and I just want to talk about it.
Okay.
Kate Middleton showing up at the Trooping the Color. And I thought was interesting how she released a statement a day or two before that and just said that, like chemo's been hard. I'm doing okay, but it's been really hard. I follow Jill Martin, who is a correspondent for the Today Show. She's awesome. And she has been going through breast cancer and fighting it. And she wrote a little thing on Instagram saying, like, no one understands what this was like. This woman in front of the entire world has to get up, put a dress on, do makeup, do her hair, look like, a royal, act like a royal. And she probably feels like absolute dog shit. And I just thought she is just the epitome. She is so lovely. Jill Martin, I think she wrote something along the lines of like, this is courage. Like you have no idea because Jill has been through chemo. Can't imagine what it's like. Don't want to know what it's like. But I just thought she looked so graceful and lovely. God knows what what was going on the inside. But geez, Louise.
That's well said. I think that's definitely an incredible thing to see. Again, I've never had to go through something like that. I know that you won't bring light to this, but I will. Yes, you haven't had to go through chemo, but you've had to go through a lot of other things that have affected you physically and had to put on a brave face and get out there.
Yeah.
And I know that there's a lot of people that have had to do things, whether it's emotional things that you can't see or physical stuff, but applaud people for getting out there and doing things. And especially when it's that hard physically on your body, because, I can't imagine. So
those kids could not be cuter.
Oh my God. And those outfits too, like that, like how cute they are. The matching like nautical navy and white. They just are classy. I can't imagine. Imagine like the scrutiny and like, what a world.
And that Louis, he just wants to get out there and have fun. He is just too freaking cute.
Would you, imagine, since you are a mother, imagine like you're standing up in front of, everyone, and Mac is like just acting. What would you do?
I kind of love how they handle it. They discipline him when he needs it. They kind of let him get let loose and have fun. I mean, there was a moment that I saw in just all the clips because I was actually curious how she looked and how she was doing, and my God, how she'd handle the day. And then that little boy is just doing his thing, and they kind of like seem like they let him, which is probably comic relief for that family after everything they've been through. I mean, my God, I was saying this isn't a light subject. Wow, this took a turn. I was saying to my husband last night after a couple cocktails. I was like, I just love Kate. I obviously, I don't know her, but I love everything that she looks like on the outside and how she presents herself. I'm like, this poor guy, meaning William, like he already lost his mother. Like, please make her be okay. Like, my God.
Yeah.
Anyways, that took a turn. What headline do we have next?
No. The Calm Down podcast goes left, we go right. You got to stay with us, okay? If you want only light, subject matter, this is not the place for you.
Yeah.
We're going to touch all the bases as we round towards home, as our podcast is going to be coming to a close here soon, but not yet, folks, because we're going to give the people more.
What they want.
You guys want more of us. Guess what? Steve and Jarrett might not, but this is our place to let it all out. So
I like this New York headline. This is a good one because this is a fave of mine. And I know you did this all week long at Saratoga.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to read it?
Tuesday, I did the best, most life-affirming thing you could do in this town. This is an article from New York Times. This is the New York Times opinion. Walking right into a restaurant, sitting at the bar and having dinner. I struggle to imagine an occasion when a table is preferable to the bar. I love sitting at a bar. It's one of my faves. I love it.
Erin brought up the Saratoga thing because I was there for the week in Saratoga.
17
and
days.
Wonderful people. In fact, I got my residency and I started working at Cochina. Was it Cochina? I should know where I work. Cochina? I don't know. And the Mexican restaurant in Saratoga.
Is that what it's called?
It's easy for me to say. Hola. It was wonderful and has great frozen margaritas. My point is that when you are looking to... Erin and I travel a lot. Now, I know we travel with crews and stuff like that, but there's occasions where we're just going and doing something on our own. I will pony right up to that bar.
Same.
And I love conversing with anyone there. I will talk to anyone that wants to talk, okay? Like, I meet the most interesting people.
Mm-hmm.
I met this wonderful guy, Christian, when I was in Saratoga. He's a farrier, which is like, they used to be called blacksmiths, but now they're called farriers. And they're the people that do the horseshoes. And he's done it for 20, 30 years. And he does all the top thoroughbred racehorses. And I'm like, what an interesting job. And then we talked about, do you use like nails or do you use glue? And like, there's all these different things I wouldn't have even known had I not chatted him up. I'm sure he wanted to put a horse muzzle on me at some point when I just kept asking more and more questions. But I said, giddy up. I got to take advantage of this seat here. So I think if you are a single, especially, I'm not, but
you
never know. If you are single and you really want to meet someone, have courage and be kind and get your ass right up to that bar and just start chatting them up. And also, too, as a former bartender, chat up the bartenders. Ask them what's going on in town. Ask them what they're into. Ask how their day's going. You can kill a lot of time sitting right up at that bar. I don't want to be at a table by myself.
Hey, frozen margarita princess. Was that restaurant called Cantina?
Sure was. Yep.
That was Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan.
Cochina? Yes. No. Carry the one. Oh my God.
I was in the Cochina. I was in the kitchen. I was helping the chefs back there because now I work there. I used to work in a Mexican restaurant called Ola Mendy's in Dana Point, if anyone's ever been there.
Oh my God. It was
unbelievable. Yeah, because I was working at Nordstrom's during the day. No one cares. Needed some extra money. So the manager of the department I worked in, her family owned a Mexican restaurant. So I'd work there on the weekends.
You know what I like about you? You hustle.
Well, look,
you do.
I love working. I got to tell you, I haven't really
much as we complain about it.
I was watching last night. Steve had a dinner, and so I always like to watch TV shows that I'm sure that he's not really interested in watching when I'm around. Although he's pretty good about I don't keep up with the Kardashians, pun intended, but I was like, let me just put on something that's like entertaining. They had a new season out. So I was watching a couple episodes and Kim was talking about working and just like how she loves working. And people are like, oh, that's like, all you do is work. I got to say, I love working. I love it. And I appreciate people. It's not for everyone. I get that some people want work-life balance and I try to implement that. But like even at the ranch, for example, like I work when I go there. Like I'm feeding the animals. I'm doing this. I'm doing renovation. But I enjoy doing that. Like, sure, is there a time to sit on a beach and do nothing? But even when I do that, you know me, I'm like, we're up, we're down, we're around. It's like, I like staying busy. And so, I don't know. That's just, what happened?
Who? What happened? What happened?
These
Ryan,
extra
is there
30 minutes
anything,
no one else wants to hear this much.
Oh, small business. Supporting small
Yes.
businesses. Thank you, Ryan, you little angel.
See, this is what happened. So we went from filming a podcast for 30 minutes to an hour. And if you wind me up, I think I don't have anything to talk about. And I won't shut up. Shut up.
That's what happened the first time when Michael was doing the Kelly and Michael show. He, I know you were on, you guest hosted a couple of times. He was so kind to ask me to do it too. And afterwards I was like, how'd that go? And he goes, it was great. He just wind you up and let you go. Like, he's like, I was like, and I used an electric nose hair clipper and...
It's so funny you say that because that was my dream in life was to be on Kathy and Regis. Like if someone was like, what is your dream job? I'm like, sports reporter, sports broadcaster, Kathy, Regis and Kathy. When Michael was kind enough to ask me to fill in, that was when I sat next to Bella Hadid. And I told my rambling story that I just told here on that show. And I don't think he got a word in edgewise. And all of a sudden it was like, the 20-something minutes of banter or whatever you do. And then he's like, okay, so let's go. We've got a caller here to pick a number between 1 and 75. It's like he didn't even get to say anything. Shut up. I was not asked back.
You were recording after my show. I think they banked a bunch of shows because I remember seeing you at the studio and I remember going into your dressing room to say hi as you were getting ready. I just finished up. You had put on whatever skirt you put on. You had a handful of Sally Hansen tanning cream and you were just going up and down on your legs and like looking very dark, which looked terrific on camera. But I remember the hair and makeup ladies who worked at Live going, oh, okay, do you need some help? You need some help? And you're like, nope, I got it.
What's so funny about that is I terrify people because I love a Sally
You're
Hansen.
Like a 5-year-old with finger paint in your hands.
100%. I love a Sally Hansen deep glow. I could be winter and I'm going deep glow. Goddamn right. My face will look like Casper the Ghost and my legs are looking like I am Halle Berry. I look incredible with that Sally Hansen deep glow. People are always like, well, that seems a little dark for your color. I'm like, nope, perfect.
The more the merrier. Well, plus you already had your dress on and so you're putting it on.
Yeah.
I think you pulled up your dress and you're like putting it on. I was like,
well, that's a great question. Here, I'll tell you why I put the dress on. Because if I put all that on and then I put the dress on, now it's getting on the dress. My technique is put the outfit on and then work the following, the surrounding areas.
So there is a method to your madness. You are like Max Stoll with like avocado in his hand.
Sure am. And how about when that one tanning stuff that you and Jillian gave me, this is why I use Sally Hansen Deep Glows, because you guys gave me those drops and no one told me that I had to wash my hands because they were clear drops. So the next day, the whole hand was Lindsay Lohan.
Hey, I got to tell you about, I'm not going to say who this hot actress is, but Jillian got a recommendation from a hot actress's makeup artist about a tanning bronzing cream to put on. And that shit works wonders.
Hey,
Remind me to tell you.
Right now, I'm a ride or die bitch with Sally Hansen. So if you want to bring me a new gal, I'll test her out. But I got to tell you, I am faithful to my Sally Hansen Deep Glow.
I get it.
I'm also faithful to small businesses. Last thing I want to say, because again, I go on tangents.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
But I do. No. We're all in this together. No one's going anywhere. Where's the Tylenol? I have to say, so Erin started wear in the incredible, we could see it right behind her. What you've built is absolutely incredible. And I know you have new things coming out that you're going to tell us about soon when you can make that announcement, which I'm thrilled about. Starting House and Home has been no easy task. Like starting a business is hard. It's hard. It is
So
like
hard.
so much stuff that people don't see, and it's a lot of time and it's a lot of money. And I just wanted to shout out, this is a company called L&M, ELL and EMM. And they make the cutest stuff. And
I'm going to
I
look
don't
it
know
up right now. What's the
Oh.
j'adore thing?
Oh, that's just being French. But the
Oh.
you know the outfits that you talked to me about when we were on our little trip together that we went? What was
Yeah. Yeah.
one was blue and white that were on the boat. It was like a nautical
it was
thing.
so cute.
That's their company. That's her company.
How do you spell it?
ELL and
ELL.
AND and EMM. L&M.
Oh yeah.
It is the cutest stuff. And I just want to say, and this is not an ad.
God, it's so cute.
Not an ad. They're not. I buy their stuff. They're not paying me to say any of this. And this is one of. I want to start making a habit
I'm looking
of
at
this,
what you're wearing. It's so cute.
to shout out companies that we love and want to support, just because people do that with our company. People support where? Hello, Taylor Swift. I've got really great supporters of House and Home. So I just want people to know about brands that we love and companies that have done a great job. So
How'd you find this?
My internet shopping, and this is and look at, they have little shorts too.
I'm looking at it.
And they're
You
cute.
can't be mad if I buy this because I want to buy
Are
this.
you out of your mind? What? I'd be mad that you'd buy it. I'm asking everyone to. Well, not asking everyone. I'm just highlighting what a great company this is, and I want everyone to enjoy.
This is so
threads.
cute.
They have so many different things. So anyway, that's what I want to say. That's all I want to say.
This is adorable.
I know. So you peruse that site as I wrap us up.
Yeah.
Erin and I appreciate that you guys want to listen longer and appreciate the feedback that you give us, whether it's about me not wanting children or marriage. But I do need your guys' help. Can you please think of a way or something that I can call Steve that seems more significant than a girlfriend to bring this back to the beginning of the conversation we had here today? I need something that's more significant than girlfriend. No, well, that.
Oh.
Yeah. How do you feel about the word lover? I love the song.
What at love?
When people are like, he's my lover. I'm
What
like,
is that
sometimes
from? He's my lover. Oh, Friends. It's a
what
lover.
episode? Oh, see, I wish I don't know the episodes like you do.
I know. You're so Jennifer Aniston. How cute was that picture?
Stop it right now.
The one I sent you.
I know. There's a picture of Courtney Cox. She posted a picture of her daughter and Jennifer.
No, Jennifer Aniston posted it for Courtney Cox's birthday and wrote the nicest note.
What Erin said, and it's adorable, and it will be us forever.
I know.
And ever.
Well, and then Coco, Courtney's
you.
daughter is in the middle, looks like she's sleeping, and Courtney and Jennifer Aniston took a picture, and I was like, that's me and you and Max Stoll.
The boo-boos. It's almost 1 year old and walking. Oh,
I
how the
know.
time flies. We love you guys, and thank you for being great and letting us rant and sticking with us.
Forever and ever and... Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.